Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Addie. On this channel, I'm going to be talking a lot about self-development, self-love, and entrepreneurship, lifestyle, and all that good nature stuff. I kind of want to take you guys on a journey with my self-developmental journey, I guess you can call it. I've been on this, I guess what we call the glow up journey for almost since I would say 2019. And I am at a stage of my journey where I kind of want to document and post it on YouTube and really have the ability to go back and view the growth and also the parts that need to be addressed. So if you're interested in things like that, go ahead and subscribe, like, join the channel, join the community. I would really would love for any one of you that feels called to really just join and let's do it together. I want to address something about the whole glow up culture that a lot of people are not willing to admit or even talk about. There's a lot of misconceptions about what we may have identified in our culture as glow up. I'm learning that what is considered getting to your best self is really I would say the glow up of all times. And when I say that, I mean I'm in a season right now where I'm just kind of peeling back layers. I'm peeling back all the layers of things that I've been entitled with, like mother, daughter, wife, friend, nurse, entrepreneur. Like, I'm taking those layers off and I'm really starting to evaluate who I am without those titles. And I'm starting to ask questions about who I want to be, who I want to become. In the process of peeling back those layers, I've really come to understand that the whole glow up, self-love journey really doesn't start from the outside. And I know so I know in society it's kind of looked as if you really want to love yourself, practice self-care, take good care of your skin, make sure your hair is done, make sure your style is on point, and all those things do matter, and all those things do contribute to you loving yourself. But when you really peel the layers off, it's kind of like, you're wearing multiple sweaters, and one sweater is called, medical doctor, and the other sweater is called sister, and the other sweater is called wife, and the other sweater is called, husband, whatever you want to call it. Once you start peeling those layers back, who are you? Who are you without those layers? Do you really like yourself? Do you really like who you genuinely are? If you had amnesia or dementia and someone had to remind you of who you are, what would they say about you? What would they say? How would they describe you? As time goes on, I'm really starting to focus on those details. And as I'm focusing on those details, I've noticed that my relationship with God has been strengthening because of that. Now, I've always been I wouldn't even play myself and say that I've always been close to God, because that's not the truth. But I've always known, that there's a higher calling upon my life, And I've always been aware of that higher calling, that I'm not on this planet, just to live, pay bills, look good, look pretty, put makeup on, put a nice dress on. I already knew from a young age, like, this life is a lesson. It's a school. You're here to learn. You're here for your ascension, really. It's just how you want to go about it. Whether you believe in reincarnation or you don't, we do have a creator above us that is observing all things, good or bad. And in order for me to really know the creator, I got to know myself, and I have to see myself within the creator. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not losing any. Yeah, I hope that makes sense, and I hope I'm not losing anybody with that perspective. But yeah, guys, I promised myself that I would at least just post 5-minute YouTube video once a week or twice a week. Before, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself, like, yeah, I just need to bust out content every week, but that's not realistic and that's not authentic. And in this season, I really want to be authentic. I really want to be realistic with myself. I want to remove the pressure to show up, to be something that I'm really not, and to be who I am as well. Like, genuinely, I'm a dope person. I know that. I've had those confirmations many times. But I'm starting to see my light. I'm starting to really, not even see my light. I wouldn't say I'm starting to see my light, but I really am starting to appreciate my light. And I'm really starting to make my light brighter. I really feel like before we hop on this glow up journey and we get to the bag, because I'm going to teach you guys how to get to the bag too. I currently am, I wouldn't even say currently, for the past 4 years, I've been creating digital products online, and I've been able to grow my digital product business to over 10K a month. I technically don't even work for anyone else. I work for myself. So I've been able to generate income for myself. But at the same time, I feel like that took a lot of internal work. That took a lot of mindset shift, and I really want to, my intentions are to share the journey with you guys and for you guys to see the work it does take for you to really become your best self. My intentions are we can do this together. I want to take as many women with me, to empowerment, because I just feel like, especially Black women, I really feel like society is failing us. Society is really failing us. We're always last at everything but first to be called, and I just see an open space for empowerment, and I just really want to. So like I was saying, I just see a space for empowerment, and I see a space for growth. I see a space for healing scarcity mindset especially, and I just feel like it needs to come from an authentic space. And I need to also be open to serving, and I am. I think for a long time I was afraid. I was really scared. I just didn't want to be on Beyonce's internet sharing my feelings, sharing my emotions, being vulnerable, really being authentic. But it's really something that, how like God or the Holy Spirit like calls you to do something and you're just ignoring it, and it never goes away. You wake up thinking about it, you go to bed thinking about it. It keeps nodding at you. So I have been in that season for almost 2 years about my YouTube channel, you know. And this year I just really just told myself, just show up, just be authentic, be yourself, you know, talk about what you want to talk about. Everyone has this whole niche down, and you know, if you want to grow on YouTube, and at this point I really don't care. I just really want to be of service, you know. So again, if you're new here, my name is Addie. I am on a self-love journey. I am on a self-discovery, self-mastery journey. I am an entrepreneur. I love Canva, so I'm gonna also show you guys some of my Canva hacks that has like really helped me develop a online digital business. I'm also an author. I wrote a affirmation book for Black women. I'm gonna link it in the description below. I'm currently working on my second book. It's done, I just need to launch it, but that's another story for another day. And then yeah, I just really want you guys to come along and, you know, share with me where you're at in your journey. What season are you in? Are you peeling back layers in this season? Are you content in this season? Are you like, what are you doing? What are you doing to get to your highest self, to really reach your best self? You know, are you getting your finances in order? I'm going to talk a lot about finances, because a lot of people talk about making $10,000 a month or making $20,000 a month, but if you don't have the right mindset, I'm telling you from experience, you would literally blow that money away. So yeah, guys, that's it for now. Until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye.